Good morning, students. Hope you must have done your previous exercise and taken your doubts from your teachers. Today we are going to start with trigonometric functions. In class 10th we have done trigonometry. We said trigonometric ratios of acute angle in terms of the sides of a right triangle. Now we will extend in terms of radians for any angle, okay? And we will call them trigonometric functions. Because why we will call them functions, we will see in the due course. Let's take one unit circle, means its radius is 1 unit and its center is on origin. Okay, this is my unit circle and I take a point, any point A comma B on this circle, which makes angle of x radians with the length of arc as x, and this is 1 unit. Okay, radius is 1 unit, right? So as this value, this angle for, okay, so this point AB, I tell you one more thing before I proceed. See, when this point is AB, this distance must be A and this x coordinate is A and y coordinate is B, means this distance is B. So this point can also be written as cos x is equals to A by 1 and B by 1 is equals to sin x. So this is also cos x comma sin x, right? Now as this x will change its position in the circle, means my angle will change. As this angle will change, my value of cos x and sin x will change. So I can say that if my function is written like this, what is function actually? For every x there should be unique value of fx, right? So as my x will change, for every x I will have a different value because I can form a different triangle for this x angle. If it is here, there will be different triangle, it will be something like this. If I change it here, it will be different triangle. So for every x there will be different value of fx, okay? So that's why we call it a function. You get it? Anyways, coming back to our point, when this point is cos x and sin x, it will take different values at different places. Fine. Now here in the beginning we take x-axis as the starting line, so here my angle value of x will be 0. So this point is, let's write the point first. On x-axis, x is 1, y is 0. On y-axis, it is 0 comma 1 because it's unit circle. So this point will be, x will be 0, y will be 1. When I come here, this is x will be minus 1, y will be 0. When I come over here, my x will be 0 and y will be minus 1. I have taken all these 4 positions because these are the 4 basic angles we will start with, and you will be surprised to know how those values which you learnt in your 10th class come everything from the circle only. Now one thing right in the beginning, first thing, this is unit circle, so this is a square. If I apply Pythagoras, it will be 1. So I can say that sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1 because in place of a I have written cos square x, in place of b I have written sin square, and this used to be your identity. All identities can be derived on this circle. Now again coming back to my values of this cos x and sin x, different values at different values of x radian. In the beginning it is 1 0. Please see something very interesting. So when here angle is 0, means my value of x is 0 radians. So when cos is 0, so value of cos x is 1. When it is sin is 0, its value is 0. See, do you get it? Please see carefully. What I am trying to say is, in the beginning I said for every value of x there will be value of cos x and sin x, okay? So when it is initially x is 0, point's value is AB shifts over here, it means cos x, sin x also shifts here. So cos x is 1 and sin x is 0 and x here is 0, it means cos 0 is 1 and sin 0 is 0. Okay, we bring x to this side, here angle is 90 pi by 2 in radians. So, and value of you can say x becomes pi by 2. Here x is equals to pi by 2. So when cos pi by 2 I take, here the value of the point is 0. So cos pi by 2 is 0 and sin pi by 2 is 1. Right? Okay, still move further. My x is pi here because for every x it will correspond to different value of cos x sin x on the circle. When my x is pi, value of cos x and sin x will be minus 1 and 0. So means cos pi is equals to minus 1 and sin pi is equals to 0. Okay, again come still over here. It is 270 degree, that is my x becomes 3 pi by 2 over here. This is 3 pi by 2, right? So here cos 3 pi by 2 is once again 0 and sin pi 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Right? I hope you are with me. Now coming to this again, 2 pi, we know 0 and 2 pi always have the same values. So cos 2 pi, again we reached on the same point. Cos 2 pi is 1 and sin 2 pi is 0. Right? I hope you got this much in this what I am trying to explain you.